Hi guys, today I'm going to tell you how you can get a job in the Netherlands with a visa, and you won't need an agent at all. This is completely free and you can get paid quite decently in the Netherlands. Now, we've covered the Netherlands a couple of times now, and that's for a reason. Among the European countries, the Netherlands is one of the countries which is the most open to hiring expats for one reason. The Netherlands is facing a massive shortage in the labor market. That means they have job openings but not enough applicants to fill these roles. So if you're looking for a job in the Netherlands, or basically anywhere outside your current country, the Netherlands might just be your best bet. Especially because despite the national language being Dutch, English is widely spoken. Now, while there's a shortage, it's important for you to know if you even want to work in the Netherlands, and if you do, how to apply. Which is exactly why we're discussing the salaries in the Netherlands, where to look for jobs in the Netherlands, and what type of visa you'll need. I'm Ashika, and on this channel we talk about moving across the world for that job or to study, all for free. If you have a question, drop a comment below or message me on Instagram. And with that, let's dive in. Now, before we dive into the labor issues in the Netherlands, something you should know is that the average pay for jobs in the Netherlands is 34,260 euros per year as of 2023. That's approximately 31 lakhs. And that might not seem like much, but for reference, the average pay in the UK is around £35,000. Now, keep this number in mind, we'll come back to it in a bit. Let's in the meantime understand why the Netherlands has a staff shortage in the first place. For one reason, if you can correctly diagnose a problem, you can provide an effective solution. What I mean by that is, assume your kitchen sink is blocked and you're pouring down a drain opener, but it isn't really working because you didn't check the actual issue. In reality, your child tossed a Lego block into the drain, which is blocking it. Drain opener isn't going to work and you need to take it out. Now, just like that, if you want to succeed in finding a job in the Netherlands, you have to understand the problems the country is facing in the first place. At the moment, the country is facing a shortage of labor because of a couple of reasons. Businesses picked up faster than they expected after COVID, and unfortunately, they didn't have the labor or required number of people to support that growth. The second reason is the changing skill demand. Skills that were popular 10 years ago are no longer required today, and newer skills are suddenly more popular and in demand. Thirdly, low working hours, because a majority of the population works part-time because of partly an aging population, and because childcare is so expensive, so many men and women work part-time to save up on those childcare bills. Now, if you look at these issues, if you have the skill set that the Netherlands is facing a shortage in, great. And like you can see, because childcare is so expensive, many skilled workers can't work full-time. So if you have the required skill set and you can actually work full-time, you're already offering many employers more than what they're already receiving from the current workforce. So if you were to begin the process of looking for a job in the Netherlands, let's talk about where to start. First off, let's talk about how much you can get paid, and I mentioned the average pay is 34,260 euros per year. And yes, it doesn't seem like much, but to give you an idea of how much you can make on an average, software developers earn 64,500 euros. Information technology or IT managers earn 66,149 euros. Data analysts earn 42,942 euros. Civil engineers earn 49,527 euros. A registered nurse earns 35,000 euros. A dentist earns 58,975 euros. Accountants earn 45,000 euros, and financial analysts earn 47,913 euros. Now, if you're wondering what the highest paid professions are, according to Salary Explorer, surgeons make the most with 192,000 euros, followed by judges at 168,000 euros. Orthodontists make 164,000 euros. CEOs make 125,000 euros. CFOs make 114,000 euros. Lawyers make 113,000 euros. Bank managers, on the other hand, make 102,000 euros. And pilots make 99,800 euros. Now, obviously, not everyone can be a CEO or a pilot, but the point is, 34,260 euros is only an average. There is huge potential to earn much higher than that. In fact, according to the Netherlands Bureau for Economic Policy Analysis, it is projected that the average salary will increase in 2024-2025 to 41,000 euros annually. Now, while these are the highest, let's talk about the minimum wages in the Netherlands, which is basically the lowest you can earn and get paid in the Netherlands for hourly work. Now, this gets revised by the Netherlands government twice a year, but these are the numbers at the moment. It's basically a range based on your age. So if you're 21 years and above, the gross minimum wages are 1,995 per month. And if you're 15 years, the gross minimum is £598 a month. Before I move ahead, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because every single button that you click, it really helps. It keeps me motivated, especially on days when I'm exhausted, like today. What if you don't do any of these roles I just mentioned? Don't worry, a lot of roles available in the Netherlands are also semi-skilled or unskilled roles. So if you don't have a very strong educational background, it's completely alright. Keep watching. Now, if you're wondering how many jobs there really are in the Netherlands, it's very simple. To give you a rough idea, head over to LinkedIn and take a look at this. At the moment, there are 385,069 jobs available in the Netherlands. Now, I wonder if 385,000 of you watch this video, so that's like a job per person sorted, right? Unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. But like I said, tons of openings. And like you can see, most of them are posted in English, which means speaking Dutch is not a requirement, but more like a good to have quality. But that being said, you'll need to be at least fluent in English, so that's something if you need to work on, I would say start early. Now, the good part about the Netherlands market is that the employers are often willing to provide sponsorship because of job shortages that they're facing, so never be hesitant to apply or discuss it with your recruiters. And the other advantage of applying for a job as an expat is that companies in the Netherlands often offer the cost of relocation, visa, and travel. The second website you should use is Indeed, which is actually my favorite job portal. In this case, if you're wondering if it's all in Dutch, again, don't worry. Enter your role, hit search, and then you can translate the page from the top to English. You can even try writing visa sponsorship. Indeed works pretty well for this keyword. And then there's Glassdoor. Glassdoor is a really great website, not just for checking company reviews and the salaries of companies, but also to check for job openings. If the page appears in Dutch, again, don't worry, just hit the translate button from the top. There are tons and tons of jobs for you to go through. Then there's work.nl that throws up some brilliant jobs. Head over to the homepage and then click on vacancies. Why I like this website is that you can filter jobs based on your education level, based on your location, or based on your role. Let's pick warehouse and delivery. You can see tons of openings. So let's pick the first one, and it throws up the complete job description. They've also got some really great tips on how you can increase your chances of getting hired, which you can see if you click on job opportunities. Next, there's Stepstone. Now, you can either enter your role, or if you want to check not just your role but other similar roles, scroll to the bottom and you'll see jobs by categories, by functions, and the popular searches. There's also a filter for experience, and like you can see, there are openings for freshers too. Spend some time exploring the job portal to understand completely all of the features that it has to offer. There's also Randstad that helps with jobs in the Netherlands. And like you can see, at the time of making this video, there are 266 vacancies available for English speakers. And wherever possible on job portals, use the create alert option for your role. And it's available on most portals including LinkedIn, Indeed, and others as well. So use the alert to find out when new relevant openings pop up so that you can apply as soon as possible. And then there's Jobbird. They too have got some really good openings by education level if you scroll to the bottom, apart from all of the other filters. Now, the next step, of course, is to have a brilliant CV, and you've got to have one that is specially tailored for the Netherlands job market, because the expectations of the recruiters in the Netherlands market is very different from those in other markets, like in the UK, for instance. Now, if you want help with that, comment resume in the comment section below, and I'll make a whole separate video on it with all of the tips and maybe even a free resume template. Now, after you get a job, you've got to get a work permit and a residence permit. You can apply for a single permit though, which is called a GVVA, which is a combination of a residence and a work permit. But the good news is that in the Netherlands, your employer will apply for your work permit with the IND. And then the IND will send it to the Dutch Employment Agency to evaluate. And that's it. If all goes well, you will get your Netherlands work permit and you will be able to move to the Netherlands. Now, if you're interested in knowing the top 25 employers in the Netherlands who sponsor visas, I suggest you watch this. If this video has helped you, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and once again, thank you so much for watching.